Hi YouTube. On my last video I talked about my miscarriage and I said I wanted to do a video on my experience with my D&C. I had saw my doctor on Tuesday and we went ahead and said yes. I said I was going to go ahead and get the D&C procedure done since he told me that it might take 4 weeks for the baby to come on its own. And that was something I don't think I was prepared to deal with. I didn't want to have my baby inside of me knowing that it wasn't alive and it wasn't growing. So for me, that was the best option. And I don't think that I could have done it any other way. I sometimes think that maybe I should have just let it happen naturally. But the way I was feeling when I went home, and the next day after I found out that the baby didn't have a heartbeat, so I didn't think that I could deal with having the baby inside of me and, just still wearing maternity clothes, even though my baby was only measuring 6 weeks. I was very bloated and my back even felt like it kind of like opened up and my pants felt really tight. And I was actually wearing maternity clothes. They were really small, but I still was wearing them. And anyhow, I just didn't want to wait. I don't think I could have waited. But anyway, with my option of going ahead and doing the D&C, I try looking for some different things on the internet about D&Cs. I didn't find much on YouTube. There were some, but I didn't find that much. I was kind of looking for something more in depth to what happens and what they do. I did end up finding some stuff about the D&C and how the procedure is actually done, and that scared me, and I'm glad that I didn't see it before my surgery. I actually saw it after my surgery, so that was good because I was so scared. When we went to the hospital on Friday, August 27th, to get the D&C done, there was like nowhere to park. And I told my husband, let's go home. I don't want to be here. I don't want to look for a parking spot. Of course you don't want to be there because you're going in for surgery. So anyway, on Wednesday, I went in for the pre-op. They took my blood. They took my insurance information. I had to sign a whole bunch of horrible papers, like what would happen if I got a blood transfusion, all kinds of stuff that, like, you can catch all these diseases with it and stuff, and that scared me really bad to sign those types of papers. And they even asked like if I had a will, and I guess just to be prepared if something did happen. But luckily it wasn't that bad. So on Friday, we got up and we went, and you can't eat the night before, at 12 midnight. You can't have anything to eat or drink, but they tell you the day before, like on Thursday all day, it was best if you drank a lot of water. And I try to drink a lot of water. Even like at 11:57 I was still drinking water because I thought that would help. So the next day when we went on Friday, you go and at this hospital that I went to, you go and you wait in a certain like little waiting area where everybody who is there waiting is either gonna get a day surgery or is with somebody who's gonna have a surgery done. And it's just like that day surgery. It's not like anybody who's staying overnight. Unless you have a complication, then of course you would have to stay. But let's see, you pick up the phone and you call in and you tell them that you're there. And my D&C was scheduled for 12, and I let them know that I was there, and my husband went with me, my mom went with me, and my cousin was gonna go. She was gonna show up there because she worked at the hospital, just to see how I was doing and stuff. So I had a good support group, which to me was nice to have. I wasn't crying or anything. I wasn't really thinking about it. All I knew and all I was thinking about was, I'm gonna have surgery. I'm afraid of surgery. And I don't think I even felt the full extent of what was gonna happen to me. I guess the 2 days that I was at home, Wednesday and Thursday, I had a lot of time to prepare myself for the surgery. So it wasn't like a complete surprise, like, that you know what's going to happen. You know that they're taking your baby out of you. But I kind of got to the point on one of those days that I was waiting that my baby was gone. And really at that time, I just wanted the baby out. I can't really explain why I wanted the baby out. But I didn't see... I don't even want to say that, but like, just knowing that your baby's not alive, I guess, is what it kills you, to know that. So anyhow, they called me to the back when it was time for me to have, I guess, some more preparation. They put you in a gown. They take more blood just to match up the blood that they had from your pre-op. And you just got to give your husband or whoever's with you all your things. And my husband went back there with me while they had me change and took my blood. And you can tell, like, from fasting, that your veins are completely, like, so small you can't even see them. They can't see them. They can't find them. It's horrible. And you can actually see your veins looking like they want to jump around because they're just, like, moving from the needle. And I knew something was going to happen with that. I just felt like, oh my God, they're not going to be able to get that IV in when it's time. That process was about 10 minutes. Then they had me kiss my husband goodbye. That was very, very difficult for me. Seeing my husband's face, you can just see the fear in his eyes, and seeing his face, it was just awful. And I was trying to be so strong. I wasn't gonna cry, and I did walk off. I told him bye, and I loved him. And me and the nurse, we walked off to go to lay me in the bed where I was gonna be rolled off to the surgery room. I went I went with her, and she took me to the I guess, I don't know what that is, but it's another room, and there's actually a couple people in there, and they're putting like your IVs in and giving you your anesthesia. And I had this guy nurse who was awful. I went in there feeling like collected. I wasn't gonna cry. That was like my whole thing, is I'm not gonna cry. And he poked my hand. He did the left hand first, and he could not put the I don't know why I keep saying this wrong, but the IV in. And he was just wiggling it and jamming it, and a bump came up on my hand, and it was like a purplish like color. Anyway, I'm trying to hurry up because I'm almost running out of time. And then on the other hand, he tried to do the same thing and did the exact same thing. It hurt so bad. And by that time, I was in tears, but I didn't want to talk. I did not want to talk. And I'm not that type of person who's just going to let you poke on me and do whatever without me saying anything. But I just didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to talk. I didn't feel like talking. And the anesthesia guy seen me in tears. He rolled me off to the bed. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hurry up. And they did my surgery, and I woke up about, it looks like 25 minutes after the surgery was performed. I woke up really quick. They had me recover in the recovery room, and everything was great. Thankfully, everything went fine. And I recovered pretty well.